Liverpool FC was crowned champions last season, and before the new start, Opta Supercomputer projected them to secure title. After the first 5 games, the Reds had the best possible result with 15 points in the league table. But their away loss against Brentford became the 4th consecutive Premier League defeat, dropping the team to the 7th place with 7 points below leading Arsenal. So let's find out if it's possible for Liverpool to protect the title, or Arteta's squad can finish on top, or even, can it be someone else?
During summer transfer window, English clubs made lots of transfers to improve squads before the start of new season. Liverpool has spent more than any other team, though it's Arsenal who has the most wasted transfer budget balance. Other clubs in the Big Six have spent much less on new signings. But football is not just about money or supercomputers. Who could predict that such wealthy clubs like MU and Tottenham would finish extremely low the previous campaign? The opposite example is Sunderland, who came 4th in Championship, then reached the playoffs final, being underdogs before the game, but could beat Sheffield United and got promotion to the Premier League. Moreover, Opta projected their relegation from the bottom place, but after the first quarter of the season, Sunderland is coming 4th. Let's discuss who really has better chances to win the title.
Arsenal sits at the top of the Premier League with 22 points, 4 points clear at the top. The Gunners considered just 3 goals in their first 9 league matches. This marks the 2nd consecutive season with the league's best defensive record, with strong Saliba and Gabriel in the center, Timber on the right wing, and Calafiori on the left. Strong midfield block leading by Declan Rice, helping Arsenal not to give much time and space for the opponents. Zubamendi's arrival this summer gives Arteta a lot more flexibility. He's mixed things up, starting Rice, Zubamendi, and Odegaard in the opening 2 games, then swapping Merino in for Odegaard. That's been the starting option when Martinez is out with an injury. Another player to choose is Eze, who scored the winning goal against his old club, Palace.
A big chunk of Arsenal's goals has come from set pieces lately. By late October, almost 20% of all Premier League goals were from corners, and Arsenal's made the most of that, turning those chances into wins. Set pieces matter more across the whole league now, but Arsenal's really mastered them. Over the last decade, about 21.65% of Premier League goals came from set pieces each season, not counting penalties. This season, it's jumped to 27.8%. Victor Gyökeres is still settling in and getting used to his new teammates. Once he finds his rhythm, and if he starts scoring like the fans expect, Arsenal could look unstoppable. Honestly, the squad looks strong this year. Summer signings like Gyökeres, Eze, and Zubimendi, plus the rise of young players like Miles Lewis-Skelly and Ethan Nwaneri have added real depth. That depth's helped Arsenal push through injuries to key players. Right now, they look like the most solid and confident team in title race.
Liverpool began the season as title favorites with a 100% record in their first 5 league games. The team's form then dramatically reversed as they went on a 4-game losing streak. Reports indicate that Liverpool is having difficulty adapting to new tactical trends in the Premier League, such as the increased use of the long ball and direct play. This has exposed weaknesses in their midfield and defense, leading to vulnerability on counterattacks and from set pieces. Some of Liverpool's new and existing players have struggled for form. New signings Jeremy Frimpong, Florian Wirtz, and Alexander Isak have not fully met expectations, while experienced players like Mohamed Salah and Ibrahima Konate have been inconsistent. The downturn in form leaves manager Arne Slot facing significant pressure to find solutions and return the team to winning ways. Now it is difficult to think positively about Liverpool chances, but in case the Reds can change the situation fast, they can pretend on defending champions status.
Manchester City showed inconsistent start to the season, included a 2-0 home loss to Tottenham and a 2-1 away defeat to Brighton. Tactically, the midfield has appeared disjointed in some matches, with manager Pep Guardiola working to find the right balance. The biggest problem of the previous season was losing Rodri in the midfield. This season, he got another injury but has chances to be on in a home game against Bournemouth. Right now, City's biggest headache is losing Ederson. James Trafford has stepped in for the first 3 games, but Ederson's calmness on the ball and skills are on a different level. They brought in Donnarumma, but if City wants to pull the other team forward and play through the press and short passes, he's not really the goalie for that style. Despite the team's uneven performances, Erling Haaland has maintained his impressive goal-scoring record. In case City stops losing points against the underdogs, their form can lead them to the top.
Following a shaky start, Manchester United secured a run of 3 consecutive league wins for the first time under Amorim in October. Brian Mbeumo has been pivotal to the improved attack, scoring against Liverpool and Brighton and registering an assist against Sunderland. Bruno Fernandes remains a central figure, leading the league in chances created and excelling at breaking lines. Despite higher possession numbers, tactical failures have emerged, and the team is giving opponents too much access to its penalty area. The team's defensive vulnerability was exposed in away matches, where they have conceded twice as many goals as at home. The return of defender Lisandro Martinez from injury is noted as a potential positive for solidifying the defense. United struggles with inconsistency and disappointing results against key rivals, which impacted their league standing and title challenge. But important early season wins against Chelsea and Liverpool provided much-needed lifts for the team. So, in case United starts performing with more stability, they can try to get back to the Champions League places.
Chelsea kicked off the season riding high after winning the FIFA Club World Cup, and the fans expected a lot from them. But honestly, their league form's been all over the place. 3 defeats in the first 9 games is not exactly what the club had in mind. One bright spot, though, they've gotten better at attacking set pieces since Bernardo Cueva came over from Brentford. We can see his influence right away. Despite an effective attack, Chelsea has shown defensive fragility, including a 1-3 home loss to Brighton. On the upside, some of the youngsters have stepped up. The key summer signings Willian Estevan grabbed the spotlight by scoring a last-minute winner against Liverpool. But injuries are biting hard. Cole Palmer and Benoit Badiashile are both out until at least December, and Levi Colwill probably misses most of the season. That's a lot for any team to handle. Right now, Chelsea's in the middle of a rebuild. There's this instability on the pitch, and really, they don't look like title contenders this year. Chelsea can focus on finding some rhythm, tighten up the defense, sharpen the attack, and get back to basics. If they can do that, maybe next season they'll be back in the race for real.
Since being appointed head coach, Frank's team has adapted its style of play to win in different scenarios, unlike the predictable approach of his predecessor. The previous season was successful in Europe as Spurs had won the Europa League, but 17th league place looked awful. Thomas Frank's side has been described as more robust than in the past, with Mickey van de Ven praised for his improved defensive work in addition to his goals. The defender and captain is a key player and has been the subject of transfer speculation, but Frank has dismissed those rumors. The new Spurs manager prefers pragmatism over purity. That is why now the team looks much more compact defensively. New summer signing Mohamed Kudus was identified as a standout performer in the early stages of the season. Winger has boosted the attacking threat, but as Chelsea, Spurs does not seem to be the real contender this season. Who knows? Maybe Frank will rebuild the team and change it in the future.
If you've liked this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. See you soon, mate.